Paul, bumper crowd here at Penarron Park and a 5-2 victory. Perfect Saturday after 48 hours since the Hungerford victory as well.
Yeah, fantastic crowd. First of all, thank you to everybody who's come out to watch us. And I felt a little bit flat, especially at half time. I think psychologically when a team goes down to 10 men, it just does change the game ever so slightly. You know, you put pressure on yourself a little bit, and to be fair to Walton, they're a very good team and they keep the ball really well. It's a different test to any other game that you'll play this season because they keep the ball and they move the ball similarly to us, which is very different to the vast majority of teams in the league. So they had spells of possession, and perhaps I was worried at times, you know, all these people who come in, it's not as exciting, but to be fair, Lewis Twamley was outstanding today. I don't often single individuals out, but I thought he was the difference. Both teams had opportunities in the final third, and he showed his class. The free kick was a fantastic one to get us started. Kane was also excellent, and they both, you know, the front three have scored a ridiculous amount of goals this season. So anything can happen in a day. When you have to play 2 days after, you know, after playing on a very difficult surface at Hungerford as well, a heavy surface, to come here and to win the game, you know, we're a little bit flat and changing because we weren't at our best and we knew we could have been better. But with all the injuries, people going out there with niggles, it's a fantastic 3 points. And
obviously an early red card for Walton and then a red card for ourselves for a second yellow for Jack in the second half. Even though it was 3-1 at the time, obviously we were still on the front foot then and grabbed another 2 goals before the final whistle. You mentioned Lewis there, and obviously Kane, he's got another 2 goals to his tally today as well.
Yeah, you know, I thought they were superb. I thought the pair of them were superb. And Rick, you know, the goals aren't flowing at the moment for him. He had a spell earlier in the season where everything was going in for him. Didn't even have many chances today, I don't think. That's just the way it falls at times. But his work rate was still there. He's still linking up with the boys. He's you know, it's an outstanding front three that, you know, all work for each other. And when the time comes, Rick will be scoring, and he'll be the one going on with a hat-trick ball again. But you know, they are frightening, and maybe that is the difference at the minute between us and many teams in this league. You know, they perhaps didn't have quite the same end product, despite moving the ball really well for 2/3 of the pitch. They're a really good team. I've got a lot of respect for them, and I'm a bit surprised that they don't have more points than what they have at the moment, because we tried to press them. To be fair, they played through it quite a few times, and both teams were good in possession of the ball. But yeah, I think that front three is maybe a little bit of a difference, and today it was Lewis and King.
And with the results elsewhere in the league today, our lead goes to 6 points at the top of the table, going into a massive New Year's Day fixture against Gloucester. That must give you a slight boost as well.
To be honest, anybody who says to you don't look at the results, of course you do. You're interested to see what's happening. I do think any other season, I think we'd have been, you know, much further clear with 53 points from half a season. I mean, look, we haven't played Tottenham, we haven't played Basingstoke. We've played Walton twice, who are one of the better teams in the league, and we've played Fulham twice. So second half of the season, if you look at those teams' positions, you know, it would suggest the second half of this next 21 games are going to be a bit tougher than the first 21. But to have 53 points, you know, we're on course for over 100 points. I don't think we're going to match that in the second half of the season. And if it wasn't for Tottenham being such, you know, so consistent, similarly so consistent, I think we'd be further clear at this point. So look, we've been walking wounded for a few weeks now. We'll have a few more back on. We're looking like Callum Ryan Phillips and Lee Lucas will do a session on Monday, and hopefully they'll both be available for Wednesday. So we're getting stronger. You know, Jay's gone out there with niggles last 2. Matt, he's backed up, played 2 90 minutes in 3 days. You know, there's lots of Kieran's had niggles, Fraser's had niggles. They've gone out there for the team and done the job for us, and we've still been winning these games. So it's a fantastic squad effort. Great to get the youngsters out there today. You know, we've been doing so well on the youth team, and Kobe's done well and he's come on in the past. So there's loads and loads of positives. You know, we've gone September, October, November, December unbeaten now. Fantastic run. So happy New Year to all the supporters who came out today and all the supporters who couldn't make it. And hopefully they can come out again Boxing Day, New Year's Day, and we can put on a similar show.
That's great. Thanks, Paul.
Cheers, Jack.